It's time for the Wartburg College Game of the Week.
And our Friday Night Heroes Game of the Week is a matchup of 8-man football powers. Unbeaten Janesville hosts Gladbrook-Reinbeck. Both teams have rolled through the early season competition. Janesville is winning its games by an average score of 41-9. And after dropping that season opener to Don Bosco, GR is dominating its opponents by an average score of 73-6. Mark Woodley joins us live now from Janesville with our Friday Night Heroes Game of the Week. Was it worth the Game of the Week? Mark?
Oh, it certainly was. And Rick, we knew that these two offenses were going to come out to play. Each of them has put up 60-plus points 3 different times already in the early season. And the way that this game started, it looked like they might both come out and do it again.
Go! Get to me! Get on 3! 1, 2, 3! Yes!
We saw two teams hungry to take control of this 8-man district. Rebels down 6 in the first quarter, but they hit big here. Hudson Clark takes the Drew Eilers screen, and there he goes. 57 yards for the score, ties it up at 6 apiece. Although Janesville briefly grabbed the lead right back on a great run by Dane Appleby. Twists his way into the end zone. Wildcats led by 8, but ended the quarter in a 14-14 tie. But they had more in the second quarter, and it's Appleby again. This time he busts into the open. The Wildcats' leading rusher goes 41 yards to the end zone, 26-21 as they jumped back on top. But GR got 2 scores before the break. The first looked a lot like Hudson Clark's first touchdown of the night. Another long throw and catch, 55 yards on this one, 29-21. And the second before the break was Clark's third of the night. 2 receiving, 1 rushing. The Rebels led 35-26 at the break. But we went from a lot of scoring in the first half to none in the third quarter. Cole Hahn sacks Eilers to end a GR drive, but the Rebels did get something on the first play of the fourth. That's Eilers for his second rushing touchdown of the night. Rebels up 16, and Janesville needed a break, which they got right here. It's a bad snap, and it eventually ends up in the hands of Gabe Meany. That is a Wildcat touchdown, but a failed conversion means it is still a 2-score game, and in the end, Eilers puts this one to bed. His third touchdown run of the night. The Rebels move to 4-0 in district play. They get a 49-32 win.
Their team, amazing team. They can run it hard. They can do all sorts of things. Their defense is tough. So it's a great win. Coaches did everything they could, and we ended up with the win, and it feels great.
I think our linemen did a great job blocking up front. Receivers, they were getting open. Defense was just all around, flying around, making tackles. Scout team does a lot, I think, push a lot into it. Coaches put a lot in.
You know, our defense really stepped up. I think they had 26 in the first half, maybe. Second half, no offensive touchdowns besides a snap, and it just happens sometimes. So our defense really stepped up.
1, 2, 3,
And Rick, what I think you saw here was 2 very evenly matched teams. The difference was one of them did not make mistakes in crucial situations. For Janesville, it was penalties in short yardage situations, the kind of things that kind of drive coaches nuts. But it feels like that Janesville team, they're right there. They're right on the edge of doing something great. Now, Gladbrook-Reinbeck, they did all the things that we expect out of those Rebel teams. They were explosive on offense. They really stepped it up defensively in the second half, and they made those crucial plays at crucial times. And those are some of the things at times Janesville did not do, and that was the difference in this ball game here tonight.
In Gladbrook-Reinbeck, you mentioned those things they do to win those ball games, and they have that championship pedigree. They've been there before, while Janesville is still trying to get there, and maybe they'll get there this season possibly if they can clean some of those things up.
If they can clean it up, they can do so much damage in the playoffs. And you're right about that championship pedigree. When you're there, when you're used to winning these big games, it feels like it's easier to do it. The Gladbrook-Reinbeck coaching staff, headed by John Olson, they've been around for a really long time. They know what they're doing, and it seems like they keep getting all these great athletes, too, like Drew Eilers, like Hudson Clark. Their offensive line, it was great tonight. They just breed them differently over there.
Yes, they do. It's in Grundy County. You know a lot about that county. That's right. Well, thanks a lot, Mark. Great job
great
out
county,
there
Rick.
tonight. Yeah, I know it is. All right, buddy.